more people. We are just waiting for more people to join in, um, and then we kick off. So just be patient before we hand over the mic to our facilitator to tell her what you learned today and what you'll be taking away or what you took away from today's class. Let's make it interactive, shall we? The energy we had this morning, let's bring it to tonight's class. Adiola, I can see you. Victory, I can see you. Esnat, Anan TV, Ijoma, Ella, Sisimi, and Olusiji. All right, so anyone wants to share what they've learned or they learned today before we hand over the mic to our facilitator? We're just giving in time for more people to join us. Esnat.
Hi. So like today in the afternoon session, we are looking at exposure in lighting. Although I challenged this network, but on lighting, I learned a lot, especially when we are learning about how you can use the window light as a giant source for lighting. So that you don't need to spend a lot of resources on that, and also how you can use the greaseproof just to diffuse lighting, and making sure that the camera is always on the opposite direction of the source of light. Yeah, so I think I'll leave some things to other participants share as well. So yeah, I think that was very interesting.
Okay. Thank you. Adiola, I know you were very interactive with our facilitator today. So what was your takeaway from today's class?
Okay, yes, I learned a lot about lighting. I learned that lighting is a way to create effects, create different moods of the character. And I also learned that light interactions can also be used to give an image depth or to make it just flat. Then I learned the right positioning of the camera relative to the object we are filming so that we get the best lighting.
Okay.
Maybe I should leave it there for others to.
All right, thank you. Grace Oseka. Ijoma, were you in today's class? Okay, so let's not waste much time. Our facilitator is already online. She's been online from just before 7. And yes, she's coming to us all the way from Canada. And she's devoted her time to teach us about costume, makeup, and props. Trust me, it's going to be an interesting session because this is one of the parts I am most interested in whenever I watch a movie. I'm concerned about the props used, makeup, and costume. So, give it up for our facilitator tonight, Sylvia Finian-Ibe.
Hello, everybody. Hi. How's it going? How we doing? Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, AWMIFF, for the opportunity. It's an exciting one. It's an exciting one. You know, it's an honor. It's a privilege to be here and to just see what I can do to add my little bit to this. Before we get started, I just want to say something real quick. Adiola, no, don't worry. I don't know you. It's my first time seeing you because I mean, like I just called on your name like that. But here's what I wanted to say. You mentioned in your recap that you learned about camera angles. I have a question. What you learned, are you trying to put it in practice?
Yes, very, very well. I am.
Okay, so like for example, right now, are you practicing what you learned?
Okay, well, not really, not really. Just because,
There you go.
not really. It's because I'm at my table, so I just do that, yeah.
I understand. I just couldn't resist it. I'm like that. I'm a mischief maker like that. You know?
Yes,
Because I mean, the beautiful thing about what Onyx is doing is that, you know,
yes,
they're actually trying to take, you know, the big guns, right? And make it relatable to you in your everyday, right now, right now, right now. You know, so with your mobile phone, you can actually practice your camera angles. You can place your phone properly. You can, you know, get your lighting right and everything. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm like that. So like you were told, my name is Sylvia, and today I'm going to be talking with us on so thank you, Sisimi, thank you, on how we can effectively use aesthetics in our storytelling, right? We're all storytellers, and also let me just say a big congratulations to everybody who's a part of this. I believe that this is the making of the big names in the filmmaking industry. That's what I believe. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to come up with. I know it's going to be spectacular. Okay,
having done all the playful, all the talk and everything, let me just do a little bit of adjustment on my side. Okay, no, I don't like that. Come on, okay. So I prepared for us just a little bit of discussion. Let me put it like that. Like Sandra said, I also would like it to be an interactive class. I will be asking questions. I would appreciate it if somebody would answer. People would talk to me. I don't like to be the only one talking. I like to laugh. I like to, so it's a discussion. It's not because I mean what we're doing in 2 hours. We definitely do not expect to like learn everything about costume, learn everything about makeup and everything in 2 hours. So we're just going to make it as interactive, as interesting as we can. Okay. So like I said, it's a discussion and I am going to jump right into it so I can stop talking. Okay, I'm still going to be talking anyway. Okay, before I do that, Ella, are you there? Is
Yes,
Ella
I am.
there?
I'm here.
Okay. Hanan TV, are you there? Hanan TV, I like the name of that. Hanan TV. Poised to take the world. Hanan TV. Okay, no response from there. Ijama Michael, are you there? Adela is there. Ijama Michael.
You can
Okay, I
unmute
see
your
somebody
mic.
here.
I think they're trying to
Yes.
talk, but their mics are still muted.
Okay, please, if I mention your name, just unmute your mic. Feel free, unmute your mic, speak. Then you can mute yourself back again. If I ask a question, feel free, unmute your mic, speak, and then you can always go back. Just, let's try and make it as comfortable for one another as we can, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to assume that we're ready and we're good to go. I understand the issues with network. S-Nart, are you there?
Yeah, it's not to see.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you for being here. All right. So I'm going to start sharing my screen right now. And we're going to go straight into the presentation. Can somebody confirm to me that you can see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see. Yes. Yes.
Perfect, thank you. All right. Okay. Okay. You can still see it?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, just like we started off, we are here today to talk about costume, makeup, and props, as they have to do with filmmaking and visual storytelling. Okay? And we all know that we're here courtesy of AWMIFF, the African Women Mobile International Film Festival. And I say kudos and thank you for the opportunity again. Okay. I have a phrase right here on my system. It says, show, don't tell. Show, don't tell. Now, this, we can say it's probably like one of the oldest rules in filmmaking, right? And I would like to strongly suggest that you make this your mental guide throughout your process. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter what part of the process you are in, whatever it is you're doing. If you can keep this at the back of your mind, show, don't tell. It will go a long way to help you in making the best of your filmmaking. Okay. Um, as a matter of fact, I said to myself that if this is the only thing that anybody takes away from today's session, you would have made me a very happy woman. Say, show, don't tell, and just apply that in every situation, every process, every decision making that you have to do, and you'll be safe. Now, I have a picture, and I need somebody to talk to me. I need somebody to talk to me. In 1 second. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna have to stop this. But it says I'm still okay. Yeah. Google Meet. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we can see now.
Now we can see.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you,
Hmm.
okay, we're seeing
Okay.
show don't
Tell
tell.
me what's happening now.
Show don't tell on a red screen.
Okay.
Show don't tell with the pictures.
Let me just try to go with it this way. This is not how it's supposed to be, but let me just try to use it this way and see if we can make it through the presentation.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's quickly go into that activity and see what we can do. All right. So just at least everyone can see the picture, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah. So talk to me. Yola, you have the floor.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Looks. How many things do I need to say about them?
It doesn't matter. Just go for it and just know that okay, we want to hear like more people as well. So, but just go for it. Okay. You know what? Give us two things.
Okay, one, things are African, and two,
Clearer than the other pictures at the background. Like the background picture is blurry, but the focus is on this poor person. And so it's brighter than every other picture. I think that's the only thing I feel like I noticed from this picture.
Okay. Okay. Someone else.
Hi.
Hello. Go, Natasha. Go ahead, Natasha.
All right. I see. Through costume, I see historic, like the historic type of costume. It's not like a postmodern, like it's historic. And then
Okay.
with the like Victory had said, the focus. It illustrates that these maybe the main characters of this
Okay.
portrait.
Thank you, Natasha. Okay. Someone else was. I think Ijoma, you also hit your microphone at the same time. Okay. Anyone? One more person. Just one more person and then we'll move on.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Who's that? Olusiji?
Yes, my name is Mary Ozoroyan Awolo. I
Okay.
logged into this account.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Mary.
Yes, from the picture, the costume depicts 1980 something like an old setting, you know,
1980 something.
yeah, like old
Okay.
setup based on what they are putting on, you know,
Okay.
and yeah, and it's an African setup, but what they are putting, their costume is not really so African though.
Can you please mute your microphone, Mariam? Thank you. Thank you. It's coming back. Thank you, Mariam. Thank you. So I was saying that if this is the only thing that she take away from it, then you would have made me a happy woman. And we can see just by us, doing this very quick analysis of this picture that it works. Just by looking at the picture, you are able to infer from it, right? Now, I have something written that said effective use of aesthetics should show the audience much about the character and the scene, even before the actor gets a chance to say even one word. As soon as they come on screen, I should be able to say, oh, this person is like 30, like 20, right? This person is old. This person is from the 18th century, like others said to us. These people, they're not really Africans, but they are of an African descent, right? Um, um, you were right, spot on when you said the focus tells you it's the main character, and then those also are the background, they're not so those are things that we could tell just by looking at the picture. Now, I want to give us an example, another example, using. Does anybody know who this is? Yeah? You don't know his name? There you go, that's his name. Charlie Chaplin, that's right. So this
Yeah.
is one of the most famous filmmakers from the era of sound, movies without sound, right? And I just want us to take it's a clip. I'm going to show you a clip. It's about a minute long. So we're just going to watch it together. There's no sound, but we're going to see, and then after that we're going to continue. So just let it start if it will start, because this computer is doing whatever it likes right now. Let's just play this. told you guys that this computer has a mind that isn't ready. I don't just get it. I worked with this without issues. What is going on? Can you see it now? Somebody talk to me. Can we see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
So it's not really in progress.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, but at least you can see the screen. Okay. Okay, let me try to keep playing. Alright.
Hello? Can you stop stressing your mom? What is it? What is it?
Alright, so I mean there were no words. I know they did write, a little bit, but were we able to understand what was going on in the picture? Okay,
Yes, we did.
perfect. So another person who you can see on your screen right now who is famous. I mean, people watch Mr. Bean all over the world and they're like cracking up so bad. Yet the guy hardly has words to express himself, right? But he is doing a good job of still telling his story. Okay? Now, there's a whole point to all of this. I'm just trying to show us that we can tell our stories even without speaking, right? And this helps us to lay a foundation for the importance of costume, props, and makeup. Okay? So we're going to progress. Now, there is something that I like to do whenever I have the opportunity to teach drama. The first thing that I try to teach, and this is one of the actor that everybody loves, or we still love him even though he's gone. God rest his soul, but we still love him. He came and plays the trill. Yeah, so Chadwick Boseman. Sorry, forgive me. I'm just loving him. Okay. So one of the first things that I teach when I teach drama is that I teach about what we call the actor's tools, right? Does anybody have an idea what this is? I believe you do, but can you just tell me? Just shoot it. You can say one, somebody will say another one. Are we there?
No idea.
Okay, Adiola, no idea, okay? Anybody knows the actor's tools, the basic tools that the actor has at his disposal?
Is confidence one of them?
Well, eventually, but that's not what I'm really talking about. But it will be a part of the package, right? But that's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, let me give one person a shot, and then I will go ahead.
Body language.
Okay, yeah.
Could it be the style of the actor? When you see this particular style, you can say you can relate it to a particular person. I don't know if that works.
Again, all of that is part of it. But somebody said something about body language. Who was that?
Yeah, body language. I said that.
Forgive me. Say your name because I'm blind again.
Okay, so me, Amaka.
Namaka. Okay, so that's another thing you could do for me, please. When you speak, just say your name. My name is Sylvia, and then you give me the answer. Or you give me the answer and then say your name, just so that I can acknowledge you, okay? All right, so Namaka, yes. Body language. So, in fact, the first one I say is body. In fact, I teach and I say that an actor is a person who has been blessed with the tools that you don't even need to buy anything to start with. Like you have your tools with you. You don't need to go and, the carpenter needs to go look for hammer. No. The actor, so your body is one. So now that we've said the first one, does anybody have an idea what another one would be?
My name is Natasha. It's accent.
Okay. Natasha, Natasha, what did you say?
Accent.
Accent. I heard somebody say voice. Who said voice?
Voice. Me, Amaka.
If yeah. So that's the second thing, voice. Okay, and then the last thing I'm just going to go ahead and show you would be the imagination. Okay, so these are the three basic tools that any actor should starts to work. No, not should. We all have it, right? So your body, which enables you to do the gestures, and like somebody said, the body language, oh, the guy has swag, the guy, so that's his body. He's going to move his, when he needs to wave, like Chadwick is waving right now, he uses his hand to wave, right? He needs to do a backflip, he uses his body, right? And then the voice to speak, to actually voice out whatever the messages are, whatever the lines are, right? So that's the voice. And then your imagination. And for me, imagination is very, very important. Imagination, that's why I told you guys when somebody said confidence, I said it's going to be a part of it, because when imagination comes into play when you're doing your character analysis, right? So you want to imagine what kind of person is this actor, or is this character, excuse me, that I'm trying to portray, right? So is it a character that has confidence, right? So then that makes you maybe walk with confidence or speak confidently. Or on the other hand, is it a timid, shy person? Okay, so all of this comes with imagination, and then you put it together as part of your character, the character developed that you develop, right? Well, I know this is in acting 101. We're not here for acting today, but I just feel like I said, all of this is still foundation being laid towards what we're here to learn today. Okay, so the body, the voice, and the imagination. Now, my question is this: what makes for successful drama? Right? And quickly, I will show you this. Anybody recognize it?
Titanic.
Yes. Titanic. Okay, so this is like, I mean, an all-time classic. Should I say this particular scene is the scene that I have noise here. What is going on? Are you guys? Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Okay, thank you. I got some static. Okay, so let me tell you a very short story, okay, of how I got to watch Titanic. Right. So for me, I don't like it when things are being hyped. And trust me, I was still in the university when Titanic came out. Titanic was hyped. I mean, super hyped. And I'm like, what is all the fuss? I don't want to see this movie. Like, please. I don't like it. Why, I was all up there like, please. What's all the hype? I'm sure it can be that good and everything. So I had this bunch of crazy friends who decided that they were going to set me up. So what they did was, there was a day I was in the room. They slot in the movie, and then they all left. So I was alone. I couldn't take it, because that's another thing about me. Once the movie starts, I get hooked real quick. So I watched it, and again, it's like they just timed it so properly, because as soon as the movie ended, they came back, and guys, I was like, like I was crying like a baby who had been whipped, like. So they came back in and they were like, "Oh, I thought you said it was too high. If you don't want to see it, and da 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 da." Now, what's my point in telling you the story? Why would a movie make me cry? Why do movies make us cry? Now, you as a filmmaker, there is something that I also like to preach, both as an actor, as crew, whatever part you're playing, whatever role you're playing in the process of filmmaking. This point is very, very important as well. In fact, it's 100% important. Now, you have an emotion that you have written in your script, in your story. So that emotion is what translates into, my movie is a comedy, my movie is a tragedy. Okay, you want to convey the emotion of joy, of laughter, or of sadness. Okay, now for you to do that successfully is what we can say you have had successful drama. Now that means for you to have successful drama, you should have believability. Did you get that? Believability, 100%. Well, I like to say 100%. Maybe you can come for 95%. I don't know, because I mean, there'll always be the critics, there'll always be the cynics out there, right? But gone for 100% believability. Believability doesn't always mean that it has to be true. It just has to be plausible. What do I mean by plausibility? It's your world. So let's, for example, you have created your world, you have created your story world, and in that world, a man can fly. Hello? You better make him fly in a way that I will believe that he's flying. So don't have him running on the street and stretching his hand, and then you feel I'm going to think he's flying. No, he's not flying. He's going to be in the air. So now you're going to use all your aesthetics, your design, your effects, whatever, to achieve it. But I have to be right up there in the air with him. I have to experience the feeling of flying with him, and the emotion of joy, of freedom, whatever flying means. I have to also experience it. Now, if you are able to successfully convey that emotion to your audience, then you have achieved successful drama. Okay? Now, I have another favorite of mine that I just like you to take a look at. I want somebody to tell me something about this scene. We all know this scene, right? We know where this scene is from.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Can you tell me what you think I would be trying to convey from this scene? Why do you think I showed you this scene?